Really makes you think. All of those.
It does.
Wow.
Yeah. It most certainly does. Hey, I'm interested to see in the comments what were some of your favorite deep thoughts. I agree with yours, Jonah, that the DiGiorno one, that
amazing.
was
That was amazing. That was my go-to. Yeah.
I feel like I want to use Instacart or something just to have DiGiorno delivered.
Yeah.
And delivery and DiGiorno. That
was so good. I love that one.
Yeah. So let me know what was your favorite one as you watch that. I have another one to show. We can do that next week. It is weird though. I didn't have any sound. That's kind of.
I liked it. I don't know, made it kind of spooky almost. I don't know. It really made me sit in the thoughts of DiGiorno and delivery. I don't know if I would have got the full catharsis if there was music going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That might be I keep seeing a couple comments about the tall one. I actually missed that. I walked out of the room for something.
Oh yeah.
What was the tall one?
It was tall people are expected to grab things for short people, but it's rude if a tall person asks the short person to pick something up for them.
That is so true.
As a short person, it's yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is offensive. That's true. I'm sorry, tall people. That's
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. Well, welcome to Youth Group, everyone. We're back. How many weeks in a row has this? June 17th. This is a good 3 months into Youth Group.
Yeah.
But we have some fun announcements for you tonight. We have a plan starting to get back together in person, and now this is going to be happening. So to kind of talk about that, I actually want to bring on our student leaders. Not all of them could be here, but I want to bring on the 4 that could. To quickly talk about these events. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
We're rocking the CIY Kingdom Worker shirt tonight. This is impressive. Very nice. Hey, so we have some events. So student leaders have been working on planning events for everyone. Starting on Sunday nights this summer, so want to quickly talk about them. Our summer theme is going to be the summer TMJ. I didn't have my graphic, but you can kind of see above. I'm going to point the right direction. There we go. The summer TMJ. That's going to be what the theme is, and you'll kind of get a few more details as to what that looks like now. So first off, in just a week and a half. Finally, we have our first event, and Grace is going to talk about that a little bit. June 28th, here are the details. Go for it, Grace.
So, you guys know how, your parents back in the old days, went to a drive-in movie? That whole old-fashioned thing when dinosaurs were still walking around and stuff? So, here's the great thing. We get to recreate that. Woo! So, you'll just get to come, watch a movie, and, we're not going to tell you which one we're doing yet, because it's a mystery. That's why. Yep. And that's pretty much it. So it's a movie, fun time, snacks, that kind of stuff.
Yep, that's June 28th. We'll have to have some kind of registration go out. You have to actually claim your spot, so keep that in mind. That's coming, but put that on your calendar because our space is technically limited with that. Put it in the comments if anyone is interested in just watching Party Llama 1 and 2 on repeat, and we could dance for 2 hours straight. So if I get 10 people to say yes to that, I think we're going to do it. So let's see if we can get 10 people to say.
Those 10 people will be very disliked for a couple weeks, just so you know.
Okay, I've got one.
Or a couple years.
No.
Oh, it's okay. Great. We got 2. Thanks, Zach Herdner. Appreciate that.
Let's go, Party Llama Squad.
Right. Okay.
We're not serious. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. It's not real. It's not a real thing, guys. We're not doing it.
All right. The following week, July 5th, we're starting the TMJ Games. Peyton, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. All right. So the TMJ Games are going to be kind of a mix of just walk-up games where you just get to hang out, play, no points, no competition really, just for fun, get to talk with people you haven't seen face to face probably in like 3 months by now. Then we're going to also have some group competition games, so like team games, competing for points for the TMJ competition. And so there's going to be some newer games that are new to youth group that we haven't really done before, and also some youth group classics, but slightly adjusted to fit the current times.
Yep.
So come on over and you can hang out, see people, talk, have fun, and then compete.
That's right. That's going to be Sunday nights. We're going to do this for 2 weeks in a row, but 6:30, 9 p.m. Like Peyton said, some walk-up games that you guys can participate in or not, just hang out. And then we'll actually do some different competitions as well. But on the 12th, I want Sarah to talk about a special competition that we will be doing for the second night of the games.
Yes. Oh my goodness. First of all, let's just appreciate how awesome this is that we can like get back together in person now. Obviously, there's going to be some restrictions and everything, but I think it's definitely worth it to see each other again and like have real youth group. You know, not that this isn't real. Anyway, but yeah. So the second night is kind of the TMJ competition continued, and it's going to have an awesome like big finale that is going to like win your team a bunch of points, and it is going to be the No Talent show. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Talent show, except you don't actually have to have talent to be in it. You can do something funny. You can do something maybe, I mean, if you obviously want to do something you're good at, feel free. We all love to see that. Or you can do something horribly and it'll be hilarious. So yeah, make sure to come to that and sign up soon so that it'll be just lots of fun.
If someone can play a worship song with a rubber chicken, that's going to be bonus points. I guarantee.
That's going to be like lots of points.
Right.
Give me a rubber chicken and I will take you up on that.
Okay. Wow. I would love for someone to learn how to play guitar before we had someone learn how to play rubber chicken, but that's just me personally. I don't know. Maybe this is the new generation. This is Gen Z we're talking about. Okay. Sweet. Well, I'm going to have you guys step off for a minute and bring you back soon. We're going to introduce our special guest speaker tonight, and I can't have you on for that whole time, so we'll see you soon. Student leaders. And introducing Mr. T, the legendary Mr. T.
The man.
We're going to do an interview right now. What I'm going to do is, because we're kind of like squished, I'm going to take myself off of the screen, Jonah. And then as soon as you're done, I'll go ahead and re-add myself and the student leaders. So have fun.
Makes sense. Awesome. Mr. T, it's really good to have you. Actually, funny story. I told my mom, I'm like, man, I'm really excited for the lesson tonight. The man himself was preaching it. She's like, oh, Mr. T. I don't know how she knew that, of all people, that you were like the man, but she knew what I meant. I thought it was awesome. So, yeah, just to go through to go through a couple questions. So we're going to be talking tonight a bit about parenting. So I have some questions about kind of your experience as a parent, maybe to get us thinking a bit about, you know, what it's like being a parent. So first thing is, what have you learned about yourself by being a parent? What have you learned?
Well, first and foremost, it's how inadequate I feel about being a parent. There's so many things that come up that it's just unbelievable. You're a parent for the first time or even the second time. There's just so many different things come up. How much love you can have for the kids. My son Andrew was born, and 2 years later, my daughter, and I enjoyed my son so much that, I didn't know it was going to be a girl. So how can I love the next baby as much as I did my son? But as soon as I saw her, it was just, wow, love is something that isn't divided, it multiplies. So.
That's awesome. But actually, I actually heard that from a friend of mine recently who just had their second kid. So yeah, that's awesome. Very cool. So what are some things that your kids did in their life that honored you? We talk a lot about honoring parents, but I don't think we talk about, maybe what ways that can look like. So. Yeah,
I always read that, and I never thought, well, what does that mean? But both my kids, when they were younger, they did follow Jesus Christ as kids. and they made that commitment and they have stuck with it. So that's very honoring to me that they've picked that up from Leanne and I and are following the Lord in doing different things. Wanting to spend time with us, and I think of Leanne and myself, but wanting to spend time with us, enjoying doing that. And if we're doing something outside when they were younger, sometimes they would come and help. Sometimes we had to force them to come and help. But them just wanting to be with us, and if they were asked to do something, it took time, but then they did it right away. So, but mostly it was a lot of it spending time with us, enjoying that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's great that even in little moments, it can be a way for parents to feel honored, just knowing that they want to be around you. Yeah. That's great. Great insight. So we talk a lot about, when people get older, they talk a bit more about like godly parenting and, what this should look like. And I'm curious from your experiences, are there ways that being a parent impacted your faith?
Yeah, quite a bit. Both my kids were born with health problems, and it is amazing how you're leaving them in the hospital when you're walking away, and it's just the emptiness, the empty feeling it is. And so it's amazing how I actually felt and actually experienced when there's nothing to say, the Spirit will say it for you. And there was times where my wife and I were praying and we didn't know what to say. It's just, and I think the biggest thing I learned from having my kids is prayer, especially when they're sick, but when they're healthy. Well, we're praying for their husband or wife. We're praying that they're safe if they're out and about. We're always praying for our kids.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that might bleed in a bit into this final question. What ways did your faith affect your parenting?
It was always there because my kids are a gift from God, and I am their parent. I am their student, or I'm their caretaker. They're only mine for a little while, and then they go off on their own. So my faith made me want to mold them and to show them who Christ was, and his patience he had with the disciples and with the others around there. And it's whenever you have kids running around, it's very easy to lose your patience. But I always had to go back, Christ was patient with everybody. He never lost his temper. He only got angry twice that I can think of. He got mad at the fig tree, but and then he got angry at the money changers in the temple. But he was never directed, towards a specific person. So that was honoring the kids, and I've got to discipline them. That's part of being a parent. But it's even disciplining them with tempering it with love, like Christ did with us. Yeah, there's responsibilities and there's consequences, but there's also love that goes in with it.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing and just for being willing to spend time with us tonight and to talk a bit about parenting. I know it's a subject that is kind of tough, especially I think during quarantine. And I'm really just happy that the kids have someone to look up to in you that can teach us so much. So thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to hear what you have to say later.
I'll be here.
Awesome. Sweet. Thanks so much for your time.
All right. Sweet. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, guys.
See you soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're going to transition now into a game time and invite our students back on. Let's see if they're all still with us. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. All right. Well, we're going to do a game just to kind of get to know our student leaders a little bit more and how they respond to these questions. But the game tonight is Before You Were Born. Before You Were Born.
Ooh.
So how this game works is We name an event that happened in history, okay? And you decide if it happened before or after you were born. So are you guys comfortable with sharing your let's say the year you were born? I didn't ask you guys to share this before, so you can skip if you want. That's okay. Or your age. How about that? Whichever one. Who's on top? Grace.
Well, I was born in 2003, and I'm 16, so.
2003, okay. And Sarah?
I was born in 2004, and I'm almost 16, but not quite. So I'm still 15 and 14, I think.
Okay. Peyton?
Good old 2004, and I'm getting closer to 16.
Oh,
Almost there, but not quite. I'm July.
Okay. Oh, I think Sarah is too. Okay. I'm not sure which one of you is the first one. Who's the youngest on the SLT? I'm not sure right now. Okay. Noelle,
well, I know who the oldest is. It's me. So I was born in 2003, and I am 17.
Okay, so keep that in mind as we answer these questions, that they're going to have slightly different answers, possibly depending on what it says. So let's go to the first one. Moment in history. Was this before or after you were born? Google purchased YouTube. And YouTube, if you guys didn't know, it used to be like it was a big thing, but it was not even owned by Google before Google bought it and made it a lot bigger. What do you guys think?
I think it was I'm guessing like 2004, 2005. So for me, I'm saying after.
Okay.
Same.
I'll say after, too.
I was thinking after.
After, okay.
Not by much, though. Like a year or two, I'm thinking.
I have no idea.
I feel like it's like 2007.
2007.
I was close.
Yeah,
I was close. Okay. I was close there. A year off.
And feel free in the comments to answer what you think, too.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one? Apple launched iTunes.
Oh, goodness.
Hmm.
You
I think
ever
that's
lived in a
before.
world without iTunes?
I think that's before. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
Everyone says before. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I mean-
agree on something. Oh my gosh.
I know. If we're wrong, we'll just go down together.
okay.
Exactly.
All for one and one for all.
Exactly. That's our SLT.
2003.
Yes.
We're so
That's
Was this true
Grace,
for you,
we
Noelle?
suck. Technically, it's after me, but that doesn't help. It's before Grace
That's true.
by a month.
Mhm.
Whoa.
YouTube
Oh.
was created.
Okay.
I know the year.
Like ancient. So, wait a second.
That doesn't seem right.
I think
The answer on this game doesn't seem right. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe it is
gonna
I don't know.
pre-fact check it to see.
Not before.
Yeah, go ahead and fact check it,
I
Jonah.
think I know the year.
So
I think I know the year. Oh,
the
what?
context is
Hmm.
2006 YouTube.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay,
when
that
was YouTube created? What do you guys
Oh.
think?
It's not. It's later than I thought it was.
I'm going to
Oh.
That's not what I
I think
thought it
it's
was.
after.
Yeah.
After two.
I
Yeah.
think it's like 2004 or something,
was
or
gonna say-
2005.
I thought it was pretty early, but
saying
I was going to say before, but then Jonah was like, "Oh, it's later." So
oh shoot.
You
Okay.
answered third.
I don't know.
2005.
Yeah, I
Yes.
definitely thought it was 2003.
Cool.
100%. I don't know why.
How about this one? Facebook is launched.
Ooh.
Oh, before.
The Facebook was launched.
Yeah,
Right?
it has to be before because
It's
my
like all of you
parents-
guys. Facebook was
Does
like
your parents use Facebook? It's got to be old. All of you say is before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I-
definitely.
Really?
I think it's after, like 2004.
Oh, thank
I
you
don't
for going to.
You know, you're probably right.
I'm curious. I don't know.
It is 2004.
Um,
2004.
well, that was before some people, so like
Yes.
That's
still
right.
think it's
Well,
right.
that's right.
Yeah.
I know Facebook was not really open to everyone to use until like
Yeah.
7, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's when I think 2007 was when I created Facebook.
When you created Facebook, John?
When I created my,
the conspiracy, if you were the makers of Facebook, you would have.
I have a lot more money than you guys realize. All right, Apple released the first iPhone.
Oh,
That's
Ooh.
after.
After.
okay. I'll go
It's
with that.
gotta be after.
I'm going after.
Definitely. Okay, is it the iPhone 4 or iPhone 5 that was the first one?
The iPhone
There's like
1.
three
There's a
in
1.
one.
It's the
Wait,
OG. There's in
Should
Star
it be a
Wars.
Okay, hold on, John. That's like the earliest one that I knew, so
It's got to be hard for you because Star Wars Episode 4 was the first one. That's got to be.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They didn't do Star Wars math for.
That's right. It's rough. I understand.
because my mom had an iPhone 4, but it was it was super old. So for some reason I got that in my mind. It was the first iPhone.
This is iPhone 1, 2007.
Yes.
Hmm.
When I was a senior in high school is when I first saw it. Yeah.
Wow.
That dates me right there. Okay. Kelly Clarkson won the first season of American Idol.
that's gotta be before, right?
It's before. I think it's like
Okay.
Wasn't it like the
2002 or something like that. It was just
I want to
before.
say 2000. Yeah. Not really sure.
Everyone thinks before. We're feeling strong.
Yeah.
before?
This feels longer ago than some of the others, but we'll see.
You know, I feel like my answer's consistently been after, and I feel like I'm going to be right on this one.
Yeah, that's fair. But
It is 2002.
Oh,
okay, yeah, that's kind of where I thought.
That's right. Oh, how about this one? Wikipedia was created.
Oh, darn.
Hmm.
Who's used Wikipedia for a research? I guess.
the
No.
It's like the worst source ever.
Exactly.
Maybe the words, but I still use it.
Hmm.
I know it has the
In a
most.
public school, it's pretty easy to
It's
get
good.
by with some stuff.
Yeah, if you go and then look at the sources they use in Wikipedia, sometimes you can find good sources. That's the trick.
That's what Mr. Lambden told us in geography freshman
Mhm.
year. So
All right, what do you think?
Before.
Yep, I go before.
Before.
I don't remember Wikipedia being created, but it's not like the most exciting website. You know what I mean? Like it probably wasn't as tight as YouTube or Facebook. So
2001.
okay, yeah, well, it's because it's sold too. There we go.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
How about this? Toy Story 2 was
After.
I love it.
After.
After. I think I actually remember going.
Definitely
Third
after.
one came out 2010.
You remember going to see it in theaters, like when it first came out?
I don't know. I remember seeing one of the 2 or 3. I can't remember though. I was young.
Are we all saying after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It was like my
Okay.
I
childhood.
feel like
I don't know.
some part of me is thinking that it was released in like the 90s because I've seen the graphics and it's terrible. So now I'm confused.
That's
No.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good feeling because you guys are way off. 1999.
Oh
I was
my
gonna say,
god.
I remember.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was not.
It's probably
Wow,
3.
we only like
Yeah.
idiots now.
Oh gosh.
SpongeBob SquarePants
That's old, right?
TV.
That is definitely
Before.
Before.
Same.
We're pretty strong on before.
I wonder if it's. I think it's after me
If
though.
it's not, my
I'm
concept
like
of reality will be altered. Because I could have sworn this thing is old.
Probably like 98.
SpongeBob. Okay. 1999. That's right.
yes.
Nice.
These are Sony released PlayStation 2.
I don't know any.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Noelle, you're the oldest. Is it after or before?
Yeah.
What, me and my few months before you, Grace?
Yes.
A few months of wisdom.
That's right.
I'm going before.
I'm gonna
Or
say
I have a feeling that it's before, but it also could be like the same year.
that's
I don't really know.
I'm gonna say 4.
I think my dad actually had one of
I
these.
said
before.
after.
It is
Oh,
Yes.
2000. That's right.
Oh.
2000.
2000, like the year, it looks so cool because there's 3 zeros. Like
We're not really keeping score, but we'll get into the tiebreaker questions.
let's just say that Sarah's the lead, so that.
No.
No, I shared them.
All right, this is name the year. This is before or after. Name the year the Xbox 360 was released?
2002.
Okay, 2002.
I'm going later. 2009.
2009.
Probably wrong.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Hey, someone's got to go in the deep end, Someone's got to go really recent. So.
Yeah.
All right. Any other guesses?
I don't think 2009 is really recent anymore.
What did Peyton guess? I want to know.
2002.
Well, then I'm gonna go 2001. No, I have no idea.
2001 guesses.
I think it's like 05.
Right. Did you guess?
See who's closest.
I was gonna go with 2001, but Sarah took that, so I guess I'll go with like 2000 or 99.
It is
2005. Oh, okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
I was second.
Tiebreaker.
Oh, tiebreaker too. Okay.
Oh, this is like really. You guys are gonna get this.
Oh, easy. Easy. Well, we know the year, so
we have to
use
use different months, right?
May 7th.
A third of this question is free, so
that's right.
May 7th.
Okay. Hear me out. They probably wanted like either near Christmas or like near summer. That's my theory. Probably one of those two.
True. Usually things come out like, in Christmas.
When people want to buy them.
Yeah.
I'll say like September 17th.
Okay, I'm gonna say November because it's like the month before Christmas. November 5th, I guess.
I'm gonna go in spring because that's fun and different, right? So I'm gonna be like May 20th. You know what? Sure. I'll be way off.
October 24th, 2005. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but if it is, I'll look awesome for saying it that confidently.
Let's go May 7th.
All right. Do you guess Noel?
Yeah, I said like September 17th or something.
Right. It is November 22nd.
Oh. Okay,
Sarah was pretty close.
Yeah.
Wow.
A couple people said Black Friday in the comments, which is probably for Black Friday.
That was probably
a really good
Black
idea.
Friday
That's really
2005.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will see you guys over in the Zoom call.
Can I say something first?
Of course. And any final comments? Let's hear it.
Yes. Okay. I just think it's hilarious that no one, at least that I saw, asked what TMJ stands for. They're just like, yeah, okay. So
I had to bring it up, didn't you?
no one knows what that stands for.
Oh.
Now they're all
Just
going to
putting
ask.
Yeah, that's right.
You've sparked the
Yeah,
comments.
you have to guess. We're not answering. Nope.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
They just trust.
Everybody just ignore that.
Trust your
comment.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to throw it out there just to.
I also don't know, so I'm with you, comment section. I'm with you guys.
I forgot that Noah. I just called him Noah. Sorry, Jonah. Noah and Jonah.
Unbelievable. Just kidding.
So annoyingly similar. Anyway.
Oh yeah, they're both aquatic biblical characters too. You know,
Easy to confuse them.
Ark and Whale.
Yep. All right. We'll see you guys later. See you on the Zoom call.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right. And Noel's going to hang on because we're going to do a preview again for CIY. So I'm going to go and share my screen. This is the theme. Some of you who went to CIY last year have already seen this video, but I want to show it again, the theme for CIY this year.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly host. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
So that is the theme for this year. Just a little preview. Third person, and I'm excited for that. Oh, we're gonna start. Hang on, another CIY video over here. Okay, let's not do that. Sweet. Yeah. So want to encourage you guys to sign up for that. I'm gonna invite Noelle back on. She's gonna share a little bit about her experience at CIY. But basically, what you guys should know, you should be talking to your parents tonight. I have. For Move, we are 3/4 of the way full already. So there's a couple of spots left. Be sure to sign up for that. If you haven't signed up for Move, even before I sent the email last week, you do have to wait until this weekend before you can, because I'm trying to give everyone who signed up before for the event at OSU a chance to first dibs to sign up because they were expecting to go. There are a few people who had other alternative plans. I think I'm going to have a few extra spots, but I'm waiting until this weekend for sure. CIY Mix is open. The link is out, and I already have at least one signed up. I sent it out like right before youth group, so someone's parent is already on top of that, which is awesome.
Shout out to that parent if you're watching.
What's that?
Shout out to that parent if they're watching. I was impressed. I saw your email come and then saw that email. I was like, how did they do that?
Yes, it was fast, which is awesome. So Mix is out there. There is a cap on Mix. I'm just not as worried about that one filling up. So that's open live to everyone right now. Yeah, but besides that, I want to talk about the actual event. I want to encourage you guys to sign up and come. And Noelle, I want you to share a little bit with us. I'm going to kick Joan out for a second just so we get a bigger screen here. Perfect. Noelle, just want to chat with you a little bit. You got your CIY shirt on, I see. You're representing CIY with Kingdom Worker. What's been your experience at CIY? Maybe share a favorite memory. Share something that the Lord taught you at CIY. What do you think?
Yeah, there's so much about CIY that's awesome to like share all of it, but I really loved the worship a lot. Music has been a big thing for me, so I loved seeing it, and how many people, like in the different ways people worship, and how our church is different from other churches, and just how everything like that. It's being around people that aren't by us all the time and not in our church, so it's really cool just seeing other Christians. And I remember a time, my favorite memory is, well, I kind of have two. The first one is just, it's like really simple. It's not really like funny or anything, but my favorite is playing Paranoia out sitting by some sand volleyball courts, and just the whole youth group was just out there playing it, and it was really fun, and like bonding and being outside and everything, and it was really fun. And then another one is so we were all at a event at the main area kind of, and to get back to our dorms you have to walk, I don't know, like half a mile, I don't know. And so Grace, Megan, and I were kind of done, and we were like wanted to go back. And we headed back, and it was dark at night. And we forgot that only leaders can get into the building, and we did not bring a leader. So we sat outside the building in the dark. It was like the third night, so we still didn't know a lot about the campus, and it was our first year. So it felt really sketchy just sitting out there in the dark, just three girls. Like I was like a sophomore or something. So it was sketch, but it was really funny because we called our leader and was like, can you send a guy down to walk with us or like get us in or something? Because we didn't know what to do. And I remember every like sound that was made, Grace would like jump up and be super scared. And it was really fun to just like bond over that, half hour we were sitting in the dark. Yeah, Grace was only like a freshman, and yeah, Megan was a junior. That makes sense. So yeah, we were all like kind of younger, and it was our first time there and everything, and it was really fun. And like, even though we got locked out in the cold and everything, it was a good like bonding opportunity that happened that wouldn't happen at a different camp because you're like guarded in a group all the time. So that was kind of a long rambling story, but
want to add a disclaimer to parents is that they were perfectly safe. They were on a college campus. This was what they experienced.
Yeah, we were fine, but
oh man, guys are acting like we went to like downtown Los Angeles to like Compton or something, and you guys are walking around by yourself. It was okay. And yeah, I just had some issues trying to get in. There's lots of students, but this year it is going to look a little different. We're going to be on the DCC campus, and part of that participation with other churches will be joining a live event that's live streamed. But as you speak of, I love that you shared those different experiences of just like hanging out, sitting in a circle, playing a game, or even this funny like getting locked out of your dorm experience, which was not just the first year students get locked out of dorms because they don't know how to handle keys. So that happens like every time, a bunch. But those kinds of relationships, those kind of experiences can and I think will happen even here on site. We have some fun ideas that will make it a good time for you guys. And that community is going to be great. So, Noelle, thanks for joining us. Any last encouragement for students to sign up for Move or Mix?
Even though it's going to be different this year, we're still going to try and make it really fun, and it's still a really good bonding experience. So even though like I'm sure everyone's like dying to get out of their homes anyway, but like don't stop yourself from coming just because it's not at OSU. Like it's still going to be really fun, and we're all still going to have a lot of fun, stuff like that. I said fun a lot there, but
hey,
it's going to be fun. So
that's right. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be, I think it's going to feel extra special because it's going to be the first event that we're really like inside and worshiping together and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited for that event. So thanks for coming on, Noelle. Thanks for sharing about your experience, and we will see you on the Zoom call soon. Bye. And want to re-invite, actually, sorry, Jonah. Got to re-invite Mr. T first, so he's in the middle.
There we go. I was so hurt there for a second.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pray for us, but we're going to go ahead and transition to this lesson on relating to parents. Lord, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for this chance that we have to look at your word. Thank you for Mr. T to share from his experience and to teach us tonight. I pray that you'd speak through him, allow us to really hear what you have to say as it pertains to relating to our parents and how to act in that relationship from the perspective of a student. May you be glorified in this time. I pray these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Mr. T, it's all you.
All right. I'm going to go over this. I'm a little nervous, so if I go too fast or too slow, send a comment, and either Jonah or John will scoop me one way or the other. I'm sure you have gone over all the verses talking about obeying and honoring your parents. So I'll just go over three that I think stand out. First one, 2 Timothy 3:14 through 15, and I'll keep them brief. Continue in the things that you have learned from childhood. Your parents have been teaching you every day for your whole life. Getting up and going to work every day is showing you how to take care of your family. Having food ready for you, cleaning the house, doing laundry demonstrates being a servant. Putting rules and guidelines in place teach you boundaries and that there are consequences when you break them. There's also consequences when you follow them. You get good things that happen to you. Proverbs 1:8 and 9 keeps it pretty simple. Obey your mom and dad. Likewise, Exodus 2:12, honor your parents that your days may be long. But what does it look like? It looks a lot like the teaching Jonah did last week concerning siblings. I remember what it was like living with my folks. I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I also remember being a parent. I have 2 kids. And the main thing I want you all to remember is that parents are people too. We have feelings, we need to be loved, and believe it or not, we make mistakes. You are all on your way to becoming adults, and our job as parents is to train you to become the best person you can be. This is done by guiding you in a direction where your strengths and abilities will be used to the fullest, to help you see where your weaknesses are and help you make them stronger. Your parents are both your greatest champion and cheerleader. Now, what is your job and responsibility during this time of being stuck at home with not a lot of people around but your family? How should you treat your parents? What does becoming an adult look like? Check out Galatians 5:22, the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. And just go over what I think is a quick meaning for each of those. Love. You'll never fully understand how much your parents love you until you yourself become a parent. Joy. Joy is a choice. You can choose to be joyful or you can be obnoxious. Patience. Be patient with your parents and your siblings. Kindness. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Be kind to your family members. Goodness. Be good. Don't cause trouble. Faithfulness. Be honest and trustworthy. Gentleness. Have a gentle response to your parents and siblings. Self-control. Be careful and under control when responding to your family members. Some basic suggestions on how to treat your parents and other adults. First and foremost, with respect. You want to demonstrate to them you are maturing and becoming adults. Right in this age, junior high and high school, you are really wanting to flex your independence. I remember that. I remember wanting to, Mom and Dad, just let me go. I'm 13. I'm not a kid anymore. Or Mom and Dad, I'm 16. Can I borrow the car keys? And so on. And there's ways to demonstrate and show them that you are becoming more mature and more of an adult. I had a little extra flexibility with me because I was more mature than my brother and my sister. So I was able to do things earlier than they did, mostly because I saw what was going on, and because I appeared to be more mature, I got a little extra slack. For me and my kids, the first thing we wanted to work on as they were growing up is first-time obedience. When you're asked to do something, stop what you're doing, even if you're almost to the next level of your game or almost done with the chapter you're reading. Stop what you're doing and do what is requested. Do not rush through it. Don't, if you're told to do the garbage, grab the garbage bag and then it spills out everywhere and you end up doing twice as much work as you actually need to do. Do the job completely to the best of your ability. If you want to shock your parents and make them speechless, start practicing first-time obedience. Next, get along with your siblings. Let them sit up in the front of the car when you go somewhere. Where you sit doesn't matter. The car gets there at the same time. Now let them watch whatever TV shows they want to. Let them play their video games first. Put others first. And, it really doesn't matter. You're eventually going to be able to do what you want to do. Those two things sum up the fruit of the Spirit. As a parent, what pleased me the most while my kids were growing up is when they would see something that needed to be done and they did it all on their own without being asked. Cleaning up the house, doing dishes or yard work, doing their normal chores, whatever was needed to be done, they demonstrated to me they were growing up and taking on responsibilities. On the lighter side of things, during the time of being shut in, it would be great if you had played board games or card games with the family. Everybody's got their own phone, everybody's got their own game that they're playing, and people are sitting around doing their own thing. Use this time to interact with each other without any distractions. And this all helps bring the family together. I grew up playing games, and it helped the 5 kids. My mom didn't play games too much. She would much rather sit around, read a book, and let us do our own thing. But it brought us kids closer together. We still argue, we still tease each other, but we were close. It's also a good time to ask your mom and dad questions about their childhood. Like, what would they have done if they were stuck at home for several weeks and couldn't hang out with their friends? Most parents like to talk about their junior high and high school years, at least what they can remember. You might be surprised about some of their stories. This time of being separated is a great time to enjoy your family, playing games, making different kinds of desserts, and just talking to each other will be times you never forget. My daughter and I, whenever she went away for school and came back, we had a tradition. I enjoy making homemade ice cream. So we would come up with some different flavor of ice cream that we were going to try to make. So our goal for several summers was, okay, what kind of ice cream are we going to make? We did apple pie, we did bubble gum, we did Rocky Road, so there's got to be some things that you want to try and just include your parents in, and that they would enjoy more than you will ever know. Any questions?
I totally missed the Exodus 2:12 reference, but hey, that's okay.
That's okay. Honor your parents.
Nice.
That way.
There it is, right there. Perfect. Love it. Yeah, I'm just sucked in. That was like words of wise sage wisdom. It's like listening to. I don't know. I was going to say listening.
Mm-hmm. I think
doesn't quite describe it right there.
Yeah, I think one thing, a lot of junior hires and high schoolers, at least when I was in junior high and high school, I thought a lot about my parents from the perspective of my friends. What my friends think of their parents. How do I think of my parents? I never really thought about what my parents think of themselves. And so I think you did a really good job of highlighting that parents are people too. They, like you said earlier, they have feelings. They have things that they're trying to do in life, and they'll make mistakes. And I think during quarantine, that's such a helpful message for people to keep in mind. So it makes obeying them a lot easier when you remember just that they're people too.
And they show us a lot of grace and forgiveness and mercy, and we have to respond, with. We probably can't show the same grace. I understand that we're, students are still growing in patience and that kind of thing. But responding with that is huge. Realizing that your parents are still growing. We
are always learning, just like everybody else.
That's totally true. Yes. Sweet. Well, I hope that's going to spark some good discussion afterwards. Jonah, can you close us out in prayer?
Yes, sir.
Great.
God, thank you so much for just giving so many of us great parents, God. Thank you for the wisdom that we've all learned from our parents, and just for the ways that they speak into our lives. Thank you for loving us like a father as well, God, for being willing to come down and to be that to us. God, as we go into this week, as we struggle through quarantine, I pray that you would give everybody just the patience to be kind to their parents, help them to understand how hard their parents are trying, and just give them the benefit of the doubt, and to show them the same kind of forgiveness that they so often show many of us. I pray all this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Well, in true ending youth group fashion, we have to show Party Llama. I think the first week we showed Party Llama 2. Is that right? So I think we need to show the OG Party Llama.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome. Well, thank you, Mr. T. Looking forward. I'll miss you in high school Zoom, but we'll see you over in junior high. Just for everyone, just so as you look, you can see in the comments the links to our different Zoom rooms. So go ahead
in the description.
Yes, in the description. That's it. Description. There's
the
word.
Perfect. I double checked junior high this time.
All right. Awesome.
I didn't double check last time, but this time it's right.
Also, that one. Email. Yes. Sweet. So we will see you guys over, and just transitioning, talking about parents. Let's go ahead and dance to Party Llama. First off, before you go, Mr. T, though, we need to show we got a lot of love in the comments.
There was some chanting going on earlier when you first came on, I think.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole fan club.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you all.
Yep. We'll see you later.
Right.
That's right. Okay. We'll see everyone over in Zoom shortly. Enjoy Party Llama.
Party Wawa. Party Wawa makes a party, Party Wawa makes a party, Party Wawa is the party, Party Wawa, Wawa party. Do the Party Wawa. Party Wawa makes a party, Party Wawa makes a party, Party Wawa is the party, Party Wawa, Wawa party. Throw lights. Who has disco ball? Ice skates are applicable. Sunglasses inside. Pizza delivered to your door. Capri Sun. Bags of chips. Variety of assorted dips. Do the Party Wawa. Do the Party Wawa. Do the Party Wawa. Stop. Wawa time. Party Wawa knows how to party.